Would you sell your land to ruin a bully's dream? For years, I'd cherished my quiet lakeside cabin, a sanctuary where the water shimmered under the morning sun and the pines whispered peace. It was my late father's land, passed down with love, a place where I'd fish with him as a kid, dreaming of simpler times. But Karen, the HOA president, had other plans. She was a force of nature, sharp-tongued, power-hungry, and obsessed with turning our sleepy community into a playground for the elite. "Your little shack is an eyesore," she sneered at a town meeting, her manicured nails tapping impatiently. "We're building a resort. Progress, darling." Karen's vision was a sprawling, gaudy resort right on my lake. She rallied the HOA, twisted arms, and somehow got permits approved overnight. My protests were drowned out by her connections and cash. The community, once a tight-knit group, split under her influence. Neighbors I'd known for years stopped meeting my eyes, swayed by promises of jobs and prestige. Construction began, tearing up the land my father loved. Bulldozers roared, and my lake's edge became a muddy scar. Karen strutted through the site, barking orders, her smug grin a constant taunt. "You can't stop progress," she'd say, tossing her hair. But there was something Karen didn't know. My father's will wasn't just a sentimental gift, it included a legal quirk. The lake and surrounding land were mine, but the mineral rights beneath, separately deeded, and I held those too. Karen's resort was built on my surface land, leased through a shady HOA deal I hadn't fully understood until I hired a lawyer. Enter Clara, a sharp-eyed attorney I met by chance at a local diner. She'd overheard my rants about Karen and offered to dig into the paperwork. "You've got a gold mine," Clara said, her eyes glinting, "and Karen's standing on it." The twist? Clara wasn't just any lawyer, she was Karen's estranged sister, cut off years ago during a family feud. She knew Karen's tactics and despised her greed. Together, we uncovered that the resort's foundation sat atop a rare mineral deposit, worth billions. I could sell those rights to a mining company, and the resort would be worthless overnight. Clara's knowledge of Karen's playbook gave us an edge. We worked in secret, meeting late at night, poring over contracts. The more I learned, the angrier I got. Karen hadn't just stolen my view, she'd manipulated the entire town, bribing officials and forging signatures. The day of the resort's grand opening, Karen stood on a stage, champagne in hand, crowing about her vision. Investors clapped. The crowd cheered. I waited in the shadows, Clara at my side. Then the bombshell dropped. My lawyer served papers to the resort's management, announcing the sale of the mineral rights for $2.3 billion. Mining operations would start within months, rendering the resort's land unstable. Karen's face went white as the crowd gasped. "You can't do this," she screamed, lunging toward me. But the contracts were ironclad. Her empire crumbled in minutes. The fallout was brutal. Investors pulled out, lawsuits piled up, and Karen's reputation tanked. The resort, half-built, became a ghost town of shattered dreams. My lake was scarred, but I used part of the money to restore it, planting trees and cleaning the water. The town turned on Karen, her lies exposed by Clara's relentless digging. Karen fled, bankrupt and humiliated, her name a cautionary tale. I kept my cabin, now surrounded by a community park funded by the sale, a place for everyone to enjoy the lake my father loved. Was it worth it? I got justice, but at a cost. The land will never be the same, and neither will I. What do you think? Was I right to sell the land and bring Karen down, or should I have fought another way? Share your thoughts below.